Hold on. I don't know if she forgot. She busy. You know what's going on.
This meeting is being live streamed. By staying in this meeting, you consent to being live streamed. Anyone with access to the live stream can watch or share with
I don't know if
others.
she forgot. She busy. You know what's going on. I hate that it showed me eating on here. You real slick, YouTube. What's up, people?
Anyone with access to the live stream can watch.
Can you hear yourself?
Others.
Let me mute that. What's up, YouTube people? It's your host, Mr. D713, with Everything Culture. Or you may just call me Drake. Hell, by the time we know it, you guys are going to be calling me Brandon. It don't matter. But we're back with another Sunday Nightcap. You know, where we chill, hang out, sip a little bit, talk a little bit, get to know each other a little bit more, check on each other, how we're going throughout the week, some of our goals and accomplishments for the previous week. And some of our goals that we want to accomplish for this upcoming week. But of course, we have Leah with us, you know, one of the regs in the building. Take Up Space Pod, Champions Discourse, fellow host on Black Horror Humor. You know, she here. What's up?
Absolutely.
How you doing, Leah?
I'm well. How are you? What are you eating?
Lasagna. I love lasagna.
Homemade?
No. Costco made. But just as good. I like
homemade lasagna is super expensive.
Oh, time consuming too. It's almost an equivalent to making a brisket, I would say.
I'm like, you know what? It only took a couple of hours, but it's just I was more thrown off by how much it costs. I was like, how many cheeses do we need to get?
Mm-hmm.
And we still haven't gotten the meat yet. We're just on noodles, cheeses. And then to make the sauce. Well, okay. If you're buying the sauce, it won't take that long. But if you're making sauce from scratch, you gotta wait for it to be emulsified. So that takes a day or two.
See what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Equivalent of brisket.
I'm just like, oh, Jesus.
Because I know with some people make their lasagna the home from scratch. It takes a minute. For real.
But it tastes so good when it's done.
It does. My wife was joking and she called, oh, what's up? Is that she's like Uncle Brandon, Miss Jade and I. That Jay, who I think it is, in Clubhouse. What's up? How you doing? I know. I was gonna make a brisket today. So I went to the spot where I get them from, and they were like $6.89 a pound. I was like, no. I was like, hell no. Y'all got things mixed up.
That's the only reason why I haven't gotten any oxtails. I was like, how much is it? It's $12 a pound. I'm sorry, what?
Okay. I'm gonna try to put the link. Yeah, I thought it was Judy. Hey, if you want to join what we're doing right here, I'm about to put it on Twitter. I would put the link on Twitter, but when I put that link on Twitter, people just be clicking on it, be jumping in here, be showing some wild stuff. Just put it in the comments. But I want people to come in. Let me do it. But no, that's why I say that's why I usually post a picture on Twitter and not the link. But we'll see. Ooh, don't stop the stream, baby. Don't do that. What are you doing? Man, hey, I just knocked out the Father's Day recording. Loved it.
Yeah, I saw the recording you did with my dad, Calvin Johnson, and it was the makings of you episode. And that was a really good episode. It was very necessary, I think, for a lot of men to hear.
I know. And when I tell you, I really appreciated him coming on, and it was just fluid, you know, because it's a whole lot that we left out that may not work. A whole lot that we left out. Because we were just having a great conversation. And like I say, if I do ever do come on now, let me see if that works. Okay, I think it should work. But yeah, from family to environment to, he shared that, yeah, all these things y'all know already. But him working at even a mortuary coming up, and once again, he started off as like that. The village is dying. I know you talk about it a lot, but it's like, dang. I'm trying to bring it together. I'm trying, like, you pulling your arm, you trying to stretch it out. I'm really trying to bring it together, and hopefully with his personality that's open, friendly, kind, and
Mhm.
learning, because he said, like, even tonight he was like he's in that position as a grandfather now. And I had to pull him back. Now, you see, you talk about the perks of a grandfather. Now, let's talk about the father side. You got to bring it back a little bit, because, and he talked about how much he enjoyed having relationships. And whatever y'all, one of your nephews that like to fight all the time, he brought that up too. So I was like, and I said, I was that nephew at a young age. He can change, but it's like that. But I was raised to fight. Um, but I love conversations, and I was looking for a white guest that claim, and so that I can have their perspective. I hit like 4 or 5 different people, but it didn't work out. But we had a various view of age, someone that identifies Hispanic, and talk about just the close, and having daughters that's graduating from kids that are graduating right now, to someone that have a 2-year old.
Mhm.
It's extremely unique how these families, and um being a father in total, and what it looks like to be a father now in 2021. We talked about the social dilemma. Like, I gotta send your dad that link. 'Cause I'm like, man, like, the understand what social media is doing with kids right now, and to be a dad. Because one thing we talked about emotionally with a father, it's hard. That's what we talking about, feelings. I've been on TikTok, and a lot of women were saying, "Do black men have feelings?" Damn well we have feelings. What and I said it so well. I said, because usually this person is talking some good sense. Usually everybody can slip. I'm not perfect myself, but I think she was just at that time. I think she was just venting about a dude she was dating with, something like that. But to ask that question, and my response was just, without even knowing any of the backstory, it's just like, yes, they don't look the way you want them to look, and they don't come. We're not expressing them at all times you want us to express them. That's the thing about it. But absolutely, we have feelings. But it's just, I see on some social media, because social media represents people, but make statements like, I love a guy to cry, I want this. No, y'all will use that against us. We know that. Unfortunately, we know that. It's like, that's why we have to be so strong, because if you use that against us, oh, it go backfire, but
Yeah.
but one of the guys had to talk about, he has an 18-year-old daughter, and how she cries over everything. And he was like, I have to cry with her sometimes, just have to be there, because he's empathetic. And like, when someone breaks a heart, and you think it's boys, no, it's usually other girls that are being bitches. It's just like, it sucks. And he's like, baby, and he be wanting to say, baby, I told you she was no good for you in the first place. But here we, but I'm here, I
But
understand.
we here, listen.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I
Mm-mm-mm.
think that it's interesting how people buy into this social media facade of how they want things to be because of their experience, um or how the algorithm is curated to them. So they
Mm.
think relationships are supposed to look like this, or be, whether it's always positive, no negative, always moving up, always growing, always moving forward, with no regression, no hiccups, no setbacks.
Mm-hmm.
Or we're always supposed to be fighting, we're always supposed to be at odds with each other, or we're always supposed to be pranking each other, but you
Mm.
get it, it's a prank, we get along. um and somebody said to me, and I think it just broke like half the women in the room, when they were like, look, y'all watch these movies, a lot of the speaking specifically on relationships, romantic relationships, y'all watch all these movies, all these rom-coms, all these romantic stories, but most of them have white leads.
Mm.
Black love is not going to look like white love.
Mm.
And because black love does not look like white love, you don't know what you're looking for. So when you get it, you get frustrated with it and you kick it down the road. And it was a really cool conversation talking about that. If I can find it, I'll send it to you. It was a really cool conversation. No, I don't think we posted it. No, I don't think we did. But it was
like, go ahead.
No, but it was a really cool conversation that just talks about, okay, what do you expect your as a black woman who wants to be with a black man, what do you expect him to do? And it was a good conversation because it got us to the point of, as a group, to learn how to learn each other all over again. Because the media may have portrayed black men to be X. The media have portrayed black women to be X. Some men say, you know, I want a woman who's going to da-da-da-da, when it's like he just really wants a woman who's going to replicate what his mother did. And she wants a man who's going to be her, not even knight in shining armor, it's just be her, what do you call it?
Protector, provider, caregiver.
Not even that. It's just that it's like that gay best friend. They want a dude who they can do everything they do with their gay best friend, except have a relationship too. Because he's always with me, he's always doing this. If I say, babe, I really want to do this, he's gonna simping. That's the
that you was going that route. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh,
yeah, like simping over her. And so it was like, no, and then one of the conversations that we brought up was how we communicate. You know, it may not take a whole lot of talking from a man's point of view, where it's like, look, we get to a place that you really wanted to go to, and your dude tells you, okay, we got to go. Are you going to trust him that when he says we got to go, it's not just because he's being selfish? Or are you thinking that, you know, he just don't want to be here, he wants to ruin my night? Well, no, he saw 3 dudes come in, look like they was about to start some trouble, don't want you to be in it, so he decides to take you home. How do you build that kind of trust and relationship to know that that's what he's doing? So it was a really cool conversation. Hopefully I can get a copy of it. But it was just like,
where was this held again?
Oh, I was in a Zoom room. It was a couple months back.
Okay.
But we were just having this this really cool conversation, and it was really interesting to hear it and to understand that, yeah, this was about 6 months ago.
That time is flying.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it was really interesting to hear the perspectives of because other guys didn't even think about it in that situation. Think about it like that. You know, we're not going to have the relationships that you see on TV, the relationships that you see on social media. Those are curated for views.
But I can go all the way back when you said it's between white love and black love. It's unique. I don't know. I know my black love, you feel me? But I would say from television that faux love. I mean, I talk about that so much. Once again, and I don't like talking about relationships, but I tell people, man, it ain't what it looks like. Like I enjoy the position that I am. Don't get me wrong. It got ups and downs. But I enjoy it, you know. It's like work. You got some people complain about their job every damn day, you know.
But you still show up to collect the check.
Now you can make it great. You can make it just a bunch of hate, you know. It's your choice. Mm-hmm. But what are you chasing? What do you find? What satisfies you? What makes you happy? Why are you with this person? It's some questions that people don't want to face, you know. But when you get into that point, like wife and I was just talking about a second ago, we we've always had each other. So when we go to special events and do all this stuff, that's just an add-on. It is not needed at all. Like it is like her birthday is Tuesday, and I've been ordering
Happy
all that stuff.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Drake. My boo. And I just posted like, on Facebook, you post a bunch of pictures that, from the past and all that. And I was like, I just posted one, but it's usually like I'm bringing flowers at work. I'm with edible arrangements. I'm doing something I do with birthday. It's all these things, memories popping up. And I'm like, damn, but and I just reposted. It's like, hey, y'all know it's that time of the year again. This is my time of giving. That's what I appreciate the most. And she's very picky. If you listen to this, you are. She knows she is. When I tell you, she'll send. It's like to the point like she wants a certain purse. So I was looking for the purse in the store. They don't have it in the store. They try to sell me something else, and I'm like, nah. She wants what she wants. Okay,
right?
And she's gonna get what she asked for most of the time. And I may throw in something a little extra. I take a risk. I walk on that fine line. I walk on that line. Let's see if she like this. And she like it. Yay. She don't. I live. I used to get hurt about it, but my wife does that to everybody. If she don't like something, she's not gonna wear it. She's not gonna eat it. She's the type of person that would. What's up, Shan? How you doing, darling?
What's up?
Welcome. But yeah, so.
Hey, Shane.
What's up?
And Shan talks about it all the time, but people just want to have people around them sometimes. I don't think people want to, like, it's like being part of anything. You have to put in what you want. You want everybody want. But what are you giving? What are you giving? Like Shan, she's in a different spirit right now. I could read it like just a whole different person.
I did all my giving last night.
There you go. See what I mean?
How was your birthday?
It was relaxing. I didn't really do anything.
All of Atlanta is outside. So
man,
listen,
fight.
I got what I needed yesterday.
She done threw the hoops in. Do you see them? Do you see the hoops? She posting full body pictures on Instagram. Wow, look at
that. Something slight.
Hey, when I say I've been looking ever since you mentioned about full body pictures, I've been looking for one, and I'm like, look, coincidentally, it came up recently. All right, feel yourself.
Take it.
But Leah, you just hit your 50th episode with Take Up Space. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I am kind of trying to reorg and see what's on the horizon. I'm glad that we were able to get a sponsor, and I'm like, so I'm really trying to see how much more I want to add to it or what I want to do. We have a couple of fun things coming up. I have some great guests that hopefully will be added to the list. I've been reaching out via Twitter, Instagram. So I feel pretty good. I feel pretty accomplished, honestly. Like we're coming up on our year. Our year in podcasting will be in July. So we got a few more weeks and then we hit our year. So I'm super excited. I'm happy that we've been able to get so much support from so many different people. And it just like when I look, I'm like, dang, we really did this many episodes. Yeah. Like, wow. Not even in comparison to anyone else. It's just because typically I don't really finish things that I start. I'm like, oh, this is cool. I'll do this for a little bit until it loses its fire, and then I don't. So being able to hit 50, which I was like only going for 10, I was just like, wow, like this is cool.
Oh yeah, And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Man. You're doing a great job. Glad to have you part of the Potter family, or whatever the case may be.
The
It's
disfam.
yeah,
Yes.
it's support. So once again, we had these conversations. When it becomes difficult and can tiresome, it's going. I have not. Okay, I hate when stuff just click my head and heartbeat. But yeah, it's work from the postings to the getting the guests to just holding the conversations, and it's work. So hey,
Yeah.
the hard work pays off. So keep it going if that's
Oh,
your
it absolutely
desire.
does. Yeah. It absolutely does.
Facts.
Oh Lord, but yeah, but I just know with this right here, um, oh my gosh, had a heartbreaking moment. I talked about it Friday in the Twitter live. We behaved on Twitter this Friday, I would say, for the most part. Um,
Are you on Twitter Spaces?
yeah, Twitter Spaces.
Ah,
So, oh yeah, so Twitter Space. I haven't been on. I need to get back to Clubhouse. I've like for the past, like, I know this week I don't think I went on Clubhouse once. I don't think so. It was like,
That's why I just deleted it, because I was like, I don't even use this anymore.
yeah. It's not as it's. I think after people figured out how to scam, which working in the fraud department, it's like it just ruins good things.
yeah, that's how I felt.
When people learn how to start scamming people and start getting over on people and like, oh, come here, drop gems, but send me a cash app before I start talking, like all those kind of things. It kind of kills the conversation. So you can't even speak freely in the conversation. So people are just kind of like going to rooms who have, oh, this person got 5,000 followers. This person's a mod. This person does this. This person has been in the Secret Service for 36 years. So they have more knowledge about this. And so you're going into these rooms, especially, don't even get me started on the false prophet teaching, but it's just like, y'all are making this way worse than it needs to be. Like, for real, I don't understand when people try to get clout on a party line. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Like, it's great for networking. It's good for what you want to use it for, but I treat it like Twitter. Like, I get what I need to get, talk to who I need to talk to, and get out. Because as soon as fraudsters learn, just like TikTok, just like Instagram, just like Facebook, all social media has gone through this. So when the good thing about Twitter Spaces is you can see a person's page as their social media. And like Drake did, it was a couple months ago. One person wanted to join in the conversation, and Drake pulled up their page. It was like, the only thing you're posting is getting banned by so many different accounts. So you seem like a troll, so I'm not going to let you on.
You were in there. Run.
Yeah.
What's up, brother? Run.
What's good?
Welcome, man. But yeah, but that's one thing I do like about Twitter. You can pull up you can look at their history and what they doing with their posts they make. What's up,
Hey,
man?
Ron.
What's good? Got on
Man,
my
nice shirt, player. Nice shirt,
it's
man.
a very nice shirt. Very nice shirt.
Man, thank you so much for the support, man. I was like, man, I said, you know what? I said, I've been saying I'm gonna get this man a shirt. I said, let me hook them up. Let me go tell them. Let me go ahead and get it out to him.
Got a lot of compliments on this shirt today, matter of fact.
Hey.
Thank you. Good. You man, hey, let me know if you like to be an ambassador. You're a good representative of the brand. You're a good man.
Brother, I will be an ambassador for this brand. I was at brunch with Jay's friends, and she's like, I like that shirt. Where did you everything culture? She's like, what is that? I was like, oh, it's podcast. Here's on the back. You can go ahead and tap that up.
Look at God. So. And that's why I was hurt, because the website is down right now. Friday, I was excited Friday. I had this intern that been working with me. She said she needed this, needed that, everything for the website. I got the website, everything good. All right, we was supposed to meet Friday, get it going. She said she's no longer can do the website. She got busy with things in life.
Oh wow. That
Now,
sucks.
outwards me was like, you know what? I made sure I sent this girl resources. I told her how to find EAP, the whole nine, you know, hey, find your time. It's okay. And that's what I actually, and I genuinely mean that. But I ain't gonna lie, it was like a little, that little selfish demon that was in the corner, like, motherfucker. I was like,
Yeah, I
oh
mean,
man. I like,
that's
I like,
acceptable.
do you know how hard for me is to put something on my calendar and like highlight it, screen it, block everything off, and then it was like, oh, oh, yeah, it was difficult. It was difficult, but hey, my thing is now I'm gonna give it a shot. Just try to have something up. I'm gonna try to reach out to some folks because she ain't like cause she was doing it for free, and she sounded like she knew what she was doing. Like, but my thing until I can bring in the amount of money I'm trying to make, hey, I'm taking any help for free, any type of thing I can do right now. But hey, it is appreciated though. Do you feel me?
Mm.
So y'all think, oh, and thank you, really, TT. And once again, really, TT, she as a moderator. Hey, what's up, Mike? See, I'm missing all this stuff right here. But really, TT, she always be coming through, man. Thank you so much. Mike, man, I wanted to have Michael the Father's Day, but I met my quota on some brothers. But I'm gonna have Mike back on for a financial episode. I'm bringing for season 4.
Yes.
Because man, the man like to talk money and doing better. I'm gonna have him and Brandon Ortiz back for that too. Man, some more man. Think it'd be good. Don't forget to connect you. Find our host, everything culture, baby. Yes, yes, yes. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah. But other than that, man, things going good. How is everything going in your world, Ron, man? You going to brunch and stuff, so you living good.
I mean, Texas is clearly is fully open, but
Yeah.
um, it's been good, man. Got an interview this week. Trying to get a little promotion here coming up, so we'll see.
All right, all
We'll
right, all
see.
right. Yeah. I
Other
gotta
than
What
hit.
that,
position are you going for? If you don't mind me asking.
uh, it's a position at headquarters at the headquarters for Frito Lay. I'm just trying to get my foot. I don't. Let's put it like this. Um, Trying to get my foot in the door, make sure that this is the right growth path that I want to take
Oh, okay.
um, for this particular. Because I have a couple of options right now within the company. I can take this one, or not take it, but I can interview and possibly take this one, or I can wait a year, get groomed for another position, and then take that when this person retires. So it's a good position to be in.
Ain't it though? Ain't it though?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good position. It's a good problem to have. I thank God for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. I got a couple of interviews on Wednesday for it, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I'm gonna message you offline about some stuff, man.
Okay.
Good news though. Good news. Good news.
Yeah, man. I mean, other than that, I mean, I've just been working a lot. That's why I haven't been here.
Man,
Just
hey,
working.
once again, you know, people be asking about you left and right. I said, man, my man out here working. He doing this thing. Just know he good.
Yeah, man. It's been a lot of transitions with work. My manager. She retired after like 41 years with the company,
Lord.
and she was like, I was like, I would have been gone 11 years ago if I were you, but that's just me.
That culture has changed. That culture has changed. Man.
I mean, it's changing. It has changed.
It
You're
has
right.
changed.
We have a lot of people like the old heads. They'll be there for 30 years. I got another lady in our plant. She's been there for like 36, and I'm like, fam, this one dude. He told me, he said, Ron, like I hit my 30, I'm out of here. I'm gone. The wife said, Jay says hello. And he was like, man, I'm out. And he did it. He was out. Other people, they're staying. And so you kind of just like, do I really want to be here?
To my assumption, they come from a different era once again.
Oh yeah.
And like when I interviewed my aunties and my uncle, you met them. They're every single one, their impactful moment or very like they hold in high regard having that job. That job. I started working for so and so this amount of time. I worked for this years, and they feel that is like a priority. That's a big thing to them, you know. My aunt been on the job 40 something years, man. She was sharing like almost had me crying when she was sharing about how she started at that company. And most people, I don't give a damn. Like, but me, I was like, but it showed she had. I'm very empathetic when she was speaking. Like, man, um, she was like, she was going through with her kids and trying to find a job. She was working one job at Kelly Springfield and Tyler. And then she was working at Slits Brewery. And she was like, they want to work my hours. And she said, I'll just pray for it. And I was driving down the freeway and I got that call from this organization and with this company. And I've been here ever since, and she really show up on time, leave like that work. That's her. And she's 70 now. And it's like, man, she getting, I was like, you need to go ahead and retire. She was like, but she's a workaholic. And it kind of go into that point, like, man, that's going to be part of the conversation. Yeah, retirement. But now
Retirement
I
is a
talked to
weird
somebody.
place.
Yeah.
Have you written that down? Did you write that down? Yeah, I was gonna say you thought about it.
I have some others. I have.
He was
some
like,
other
"Yeah,
stuff
that'd be a
written
good part
down.
of the conversation." Not gonna even write it down. Not gonna bring it up.
Retirement, because like for instance, a lot of people in my family this age, even myself, I'm more focused on entrepreneurship. One more focused on. I don't mind working, but I'm more building myself so I can go where I want to go. You know what I mean? I don't want to be tied to that organization. I kind of got burnt from my. I love the organization I work at now. Shout out to them, but I am me. I'm my own person. I am a representative of you just as much as you're a representative to me. And my previous organization, I used to think I'm a representative of you. I also focus on making them look bad and things of that nature. But now I'm kind of like from the situation I had there, y'all made me look bad in some situations. Y'all messed up some relationships and stuff I had with people that I told you to contact this person, do X, Y, and Z, and y'all didn't do it. Y'all said some things that's in court and like that was embarrassing. And I'm the representative going out speaking for this organization, especially to my community. And I don't like it. I don't like how I'm being represented working for y'all. You know what I mean? So that was kind of a push for me to like, let me build my own thing. Let me focus more on me, and instead of give back. But that's me. And now I look at my little cousins and all that. I don't see them like want to be like have that. I want to work for this job. So, but I think this is a good change, but it's all how. I'm not saying you have to work for yourself, everyone, because I also support the 9 to 5 lifestyle, what you want, but I'm also going to support get your accreditation, get your records. I'm still now. I got to post more on LinkedIn as far as my accomplishment. I just finished a certification program that I finished like a month and a half ago, and man, people in my inbox left and right. I'm like, whoa. Do you know what I'm reading? You also know I'm also I'm a mediator. I got a lot of other things I just don't put on there. It was my same flaw with Clubhouse. I remember someone was like, "You need to do this. You need to post this on Clubhouse. You need to do that on Clubhouse." I'm like, "No, I'm that. They're like, you got such a great relationship with people. You need to put you down. You're a good people person or people people. I forgot the term they try to use." I said, but it feels like I'm lying if I say that. But then I look at other people's posts, and that's what Leo was saying earlier. A lot of people were lying. They were just selling people wolf tickets, left and right. I had one person say they were like a financial advisor. Check their credit score. Nah, ain't that. And I ain't knocking nobody that's building it, but man, nah. But it's just the change that we have right now. But I just know I've been listening to I need to drop that. I'm gonna try to drop in the morning. I can write that down too. We released the episode of Father's Day last year. I don't know if y'all was able to listen to it, but Shane, if you would like to have a listen in the morning, you know how you do your podcast listen. You need to listen to the Father's Day episode. If you haven't listened to that yet, I think you'll love it. So the one from 2019, I'm released in 2021. Man,
okay, I gotta play it.
Because when I tell you the one from 2019, it's now we were all face to face. There's no video to that one. So, and that conversation was we talked about child support. We talked about it's a part 1 and part 2. We talked about child support. We talked about gender roles, and we talked about Dang, this is the first part.
I did listen to it, but I'm gonna go back to make
You may
sure.
have listened to it. You may have listened to it. But I'm gonna drop it again, try to push it more coming up to the week, as well as I'm gonna try to do another I'm gonna re-release Juneteenth as well from 2019. But when I tell you about the one about the gender roles, one of the guys in the room that was on the show, he legit said, I disagree with everything all these other husbands said. I am still for the old school gender roles. I go for it, blah, 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 blah. I'll let y'all know he's the only one that's no longer in the married men's group. And I'm like, you made it a year, player. You made it a year. But I was like, you legit on it. It's just like things are changing. That's what we had a conversation with. It's like with women working, men, we work, but we also help out with other things and duties. They're more fluid than before. We still have some stuff that we absolutely gonna stick on. But he was like, man, I should have asked him on the show. I said, do you want your wife to work? And that's what I think, because sometimes when she had when I think it's a lot to do with control. And I think if you don't have that control, that's going to become a problem.
I think a lot of men, no, I'm not gonna say a lot. There's some men out here who have said in the discussions, I don't understand what's the point of a woman that I'm married to working. Like, what's the benefit of her bringing in anything in my house? Like, I'm the man, I'm gonna bring it in the house. She don't gotta be nowhere. She don't need to do nothing. She just need to keep the house right and wait for me to get home. I'm just like, it's not the 50s, it's not the 40s, it's not the 20s. What's wrong with having a teammate and having the security of knowing I married the right person that's going to honor and respect my marriage, and they are also bringing something to the table just in case I cannot. And it's insecurity for me. I feel like it's insecure for you to feel like you can go roam the streets and figure out ways to get money, but you feel less of a man if a woman has money coming in. It's an insecurity because you feel like there's nothing else of purpose for you to be here other than to give this woman money.
And side note, really TT, someone, I think Brother Calvin Johnson, I think he's in the wrong video. I think he listened to one of the previous episodes. He just left a comment. That's why I say that. If he want to listen to us now, just give him a heads up. I need to work. I'm gonna make a little chart how to make sure how people can follow us and to catch up with us. I know it can be confusing. But that's on me. That's on me. But man, everything you said right there, Shan, I haven't heard the one about, I believe you. I wholeheartedly believe you about that. I have heard, and this one from some younger guys that say, I can't have my wife being smarter than me. I've heard that.
I've heard men be turned off by women with degrees.
Yeah, I've legit heard that. I've heard like a whole conversation. The guys say, "Yeah, I can't have her any type of having intelligence. You got to be someone dumber than me." I like, wow. I was like you ever be in a room somewhere? You're like, is this happening? Is this really happening?
I'm so over hearing what other people want. Tell me what you bring to the table.
Well, people don't want to do that.
Like, just tell me what it is you bring to the table. I'm of
What is Shan? I missed it.
Shan be a Shan.
Okay.
I'm so over, hearing men, women alike who are just like, I want a dude who's gonna do this. I want a woman who's gonna do. I don't want this. I don't want that. What is it that you bring to the table? What is it that you do? What is it that you can offer? Because if you can't offer me anything, then why would I come to your table? What is it that you're able to provide for me? And for me, I want the option to work. Like, I don't want to have to work, but I will work just because I don't have right now have a any trusting relationship where I'm just like, I'll be cool if I just don't work. Like, I can trust somebody else to take care of me. So I'm going to work to take care of myself.
See, that's a unique perspective though, because I fall into that. If I was a millionaire, we still gonna be working. We still gonna be working, and because I just believe that idle mind is a problem, that idle hands is an issue. Unless we just have a crap load of kids or something like that, I can understand that. That's a different, that's an offset. But I'm like, things have changed. I know it, and that's what attracted me to my wife. It's like we're both the independent people in our family. Like out of her, her and her siblings, all her siblings working, doing all these things. But I realized she was the one. She would tell her parents, she would do it on her own. When we started dating, she worked like, I think she had she was working somewhere and she was doing hair. Okay. When we started dating, especially in college, I had like 3 jobs at a moment. Ron can attest to this. I was working like Rent a Center. I was working at Eckerd's, well, CVS, and I was working as a DA at my apartment complex, where the on-campus apartments. So I'm doing all that, but it's still in school. So we had that same type of ambition and grind on things, you know what I mean? But when it comes down to some folks, it's like, once again, it's that I want her to have her own. I want her to have, we have our independency, but we also come together with our 2 traits. Because once again, if we hit the $1 million, or we just come in when God blessing us, which he is, like, we both are making it happen. And that's just something I find unique. And I was listening to a YouTuber earlier that I've been listening to for years, Northern Line. And when his partners asked him a question, talking about, would you want to win? If somebody gave you $70 million, would you take it? And, old boy was like, is this a trick question? What the fuck? He like, and this is like a white guy. He always say he's the whitest of the white guy. He's from Canada. Cool dude, though. I love listening to him. Shout out to Northern Line. But he stated, like, he brought up that he didn't say he got it from Black Twitter, but we know where it's coming from. He talking about, would you rather receive $100 million? Would you rather receive $1 million or read a book, How to Make $1 Million? And he was like, it's always someone that will actually say, it's sad how many people would pass up on the reading how to make $1 million, And he was like, no, I'm taking the money. Like, I'll take the money, then buy the book. How about that? Like,
right, exactly.
Like, what do you mean?
You can absolutely do both. Like, they didn't just print one copy.
But when it comes down to a relationship, he said, you get the money would be great. It would be support. But I would still do what I'm doing. I would probably, like, unless you have hobbies, do your hobbies. But what I do for work, I am blessed to say I'm close to it, but I'm actually doing what I want to do in my life. If I wouldn't be getting paid for this, I'll probably be doing it for free. Podcasting is part of it. They're like, love this, it's me. It's work. Till I build a team where they can do all the stuff I don't like, but it's still work at the
I want to say I've ended a great relationship because that man really wanted me to move across country and basically be at his beck and will of, you move around when I help you move around. I'm going to do this for you. Don't worry about that. I'm going to do this. And I'm just like, I am used to working 3 jobs at one time. Like, I can't do that. And that's out of my comfort zone. So to just lay that on the table and be like, this is a determining factor of if we move forward.
Is that part of your culture?
Yes. Like, I'm sorry. I've seen what life is like for my mother to have a man solely take care of her. And she still had her own. She still made a way to do her own thing. And when she moved around with her kids, she did it solo in a marriage. Like, no, it's a no for me. And it was the end of that. So I don't know. I mean, I think it'll work on the right woman where, oh yes, a man is going to take care of me. All I have to do is look cute. That's never been me. It's not going to be me. No, I can't do it.
Shan gonna be Shan, y'all. If you don't know what that means, y'all better check out She Gets It in Cozy Womb.
Listen, I can't do it.
Because even like I asked because do you know I speak patois?
No.
Okay. I was in the room with some Jamaican Twitter space. Oh my God. And it was so unique because they were talking noise to one another because one of them, it's beyond me. It was just like how it was basically they was arguing between everything and everything, but with two other words. And it was like one letter, and they were like, and she said, one of the women said exactly what I said. She said, if I say this slang and patois, you know what the hell I mean. Stop playing with me about that. You know, and you go respect it. I like, this is so interesting. They have the same arguments we have over here in America.
It's just a thicker, faster way of saying things, but it's still English.
Yeah. It was like they were arguing between the slang, you know. The guy was like, if somebody said like this, they just stupid. He was like, and how are you using? I was like, how are you calling slang stupid when somebody modified the slang other slang? You know what I mean? I was like, okay, I leave it alone.
I mean, ting is always going to be ting when it comes to Jamaicans, period. They're not going to say thang. They're going to say ting.
Hey, that is fine with me. You say what you want to say what you feel, eat what you want to eat. Man, they were talking about, I mean, it was a good conversation. I was in there for about 30 minutes, but I was like, man, I'd love to have that in the future. So I would say, hey, if y'all want to come on, because like now, season 3 is, I'm trying to close season 3. I'm going to try to do a surprise Juneteenth episode. So if y'all want to talk about Juneteenth this week, let me know. But I'm gonna try to bring some folks together so we can spread. This is just like something to put out for Friday, but I gotta put out the Makings of You, Brandon Artiste. That'll be out tomorrow. The Father's Day 2021 episode be out Wednesday. I'm once again Juneteenth Friday, right before Juneteenth. But I'll be posting about Juneteenth all week, and man, then the rest is trying to get family in. It's trying to really talk about family, trying to get my aunties and uncles in together. Then I got my cousins that's around their 30s, 40s, 30s. Then I'm gonna get my cousins that's like in their but yeah, they'll say, 25 to 35, get them. Then I get the younger ones, and I'm gonna get the real young ones right out of high school and just see and that should close out season 3. And season 4, I'm gonna take like a month or 2 break, do a bunch of recordings. I'm trying to find a producer so he can just edit all this stuff, and boom, we rolling. So that's the update we have. Because like, man, I'm tired, and if some things go the way I think things gonna be going, I'm gonna need it too. I'm gonna need it. But yeah, other than that, we rolling. So, and really, TT and I got to get together and do our recordings and stuff, but she be busy, I'm waiting on her though. I see you mention, I'm waiting on her. Then I got to bring Ron on. We got to talk about what's going on a year later. Like, he's the last my last person I saw is his people in Houston. That was the last time I was down there.
Me and you both.
Oh man, it's crazy.
I haven't been down there. I saw your boy Paul and Rolise get married.
Man, I love it. I'm so happy for how they doing.
They doing good.
Good.
I went to the wedding. I was like, oh snap, it's finally happening. I've seen this from day one.
You see, now that's what I like to see. It's like legit. I'm trying to think. I don't think I got some partners that I'm cool with, but like my homeboys are from college or high school. I got one that's not married, but he be doing different stuff. He's like, I don't know if he poly or what, so I just be minding my own business. We all got that friend that, I don't know how, women got it too. I've watched a little bit of Insecure, but, they always try to bring up somebody new to the relationship. Oh, this is them. I don't know them, player. And I'm to the point, I'm not going to remember any of their names no more, okay? If you don't send me like an itinerary of this woman before she come, I ain't going to prep my wife, because the women start asking, so who's this? Who's that? What happened to so-and-so? Guys don't ask each other questions. Because we don't care, okay? We don't.
I absolutely do not care.
But the women that we're married to,
especially if you're the person who's been, I'm sorry to cut you off, especially if you're the person who's already got somebody new. Like, bro, what's the point of me remembering this name? Hey, how you doing, Miss Lady?
Thank you. What's good? How you doing? We ain't gonna converse with her like that. We gonna be like, we could be at the bowling alley.
If I ever get hit with the hey Miss Lady, I'm like, so how many? It's 5 women before? Okay, all right.
But the homeboy be trying to get mad, like, man, come on, why? Why we gonna try to get why? What's the point, man? You stressing us out. Cause I'm telling you, talking to the women. So who's this? Cause the women be like really want to know, like, what's going on and what. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't even worry about it. She may or may not, but oh goodness.
Yeah, I got a family member who is a girl. She bring a dude over every time. We just be like, all right, what's up? And just keep it moving because we know he's not gonna be here.
Yeah, he's not gonna make it.
He won't make it to Christmas. It's Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. How does it make people feel like on the outside? Like you got to read the signs, when the family don't want to get to know you that well. Because I've been on that side on several sides of family. It's like,
do you know though?
There's a lot of people who don't know how to just be by themselves or be in relationships.
True. Yeah, you're right. That's how it started. That's true.
But as a person who's coming into this, do you know that nobody cares? Like, did they prep you? Like, hey, don't try to get to know anybody in the family because
they didn't. They probably came in and was like, yo, you get to meet my family. Oh, this is gonna be so great. This person thinking, oh, snap, like it's about to be a real cool time. And then when everybody kind of acted shady, you're like, oh, I don't really like your family like that. And nobody really clues them in to like, yo, this is the third chick in like 3 weeks. So
but are you supposed to clue them in?
Hold on. That's what I was gonna say. So love my cousin. Yeah, I hope you hear this. Still love for you. Okay. She always been a little hating ass motherfucker. She cursing. Okay, it's gonna be some cursing right here, y'all. Just cover your ears. She always been a little hater. Always, okay. And when I was dating my wife told me later on, yeah, your little cousin told me how you be having a bunch of girlfriends left and right. I'm like, bitch. What? Like, why? Like, what is wrong with you? Why you do your own blood? Like, and that's part of me. When she be dealing with her little stuff on Facebook and all that, I'll be like, years later.
Well, see, that's why I think Jade was literally the first person I brought to meet my family.
Oh, when I remember when I first met her was at Chris' wedding, and I was like, cool people.
Because I was very like, look, you may not be around long, so ain't no need for you trying to remember nobody's name. And I already know how my grandmama is. And my grandmama, before Jay got through the threshold of the door, she was like, "Are you good?" And Jay was like, "Yeah, I'm good." And Jay thought she was talking about the dog deal part. My grandma's like, "No, are you good?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm good." She's like, "Because if you're not good, I don't want you anywhere around them." And I was like,
"Hey, that queen. See, that hey, you got some good. They don't understand it. We understand it."
I was like, "Yikes!" But her family was the same way.
That's what the village is for.
Yep, that's what the village is for. Absolutely. The girl I dated
was like, "Hey, bro, as long as you good, bro." He said, "You'll never have any problems out of me." I said, "Man, we good."
The young woman I dated before my wife, man, when she first came around my family in Fort Worth, my sister, and you know which sister I'm talking about, Ron, like things I didn't even recognize. She pointed out every flaw in this girl to her face. Like, and they doing it like jokingly, like scoring. And I'm like, she later on, the girl started crying. I'm like, what? I had to get on my, what the fuck wrong with you? Yeah, you know how I get down, do this and this. She cute, she fine, but she got this that wrong with her. And I'm like, get your ass on. Please get your ass on. Like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I need to call her and just get on her about that. But, that was a long time ago. I'm good. I'm happy. I'm holding different things. Maybe it was needed. I don't know. But I'm like, man, but having women in your face, like her, my wife's uncles, like I remember I had the flu when I first met her in-laws, like her majority in-laws, like her aunts, uncles, and cousins. Like I was sick, okay? And so I had I stayed, I remember, I don't know. This is my first year at U of H. I don't know if you remember that time where that dude cut my mustache and it was like pencil thin, and I cut.
I
You know,
think I do.
man, I
but
was so
vaguely.
mad, bruh, because this was
You
my
went
first
to
time meeting
Clipper Styles?
Clipper Styles. Yes, it was Clipper
Yeah.
Styles.
Because I remember you came back and you was like, "I'm never let this cut me again."
Man, that's the first time I wanted to fight a dude like a professional at his job, like dog, because he wanted me to pay him. I'm like, pay you, dude, pay, because it was one of I know I'm going off topic, but we go, but it was like I don't know if women like how it does at beauty salons if y'all have to go, but when a barber, I was in his chair for like an hour and a half. And when the other barber started laughing, like, let that man go. I didn't know they were talking about me, but they're like, let it go. Let it go. It happens. Let it go. They're like, but they were just like, then one of them say, hey, that man got stuff to do. Let it go. It's done. It's a wrap. Basically, you done mess his head up. And now you just got to deal with the consequences. And I'm like, nah, because he wouldn't, usually they be spinning you around. He would not spin me around to that mirror. He would not. He just kept the way he would always kept it in one way. But I'm telling you, when I had like a Pepe, like French look, like line, like you can get a pencil and go across with my lip. And I like,
That's a molestation.
Oh, no, bro. No, man. But either way, I get to my I'm in Longview. And I remember sick, I'm laying down and I'm asleep. Like I'm in her bed. I'm in my wife's bed. Like, and so I'm like thinking nothing of it, but he was like one of her uncles, we cool, we like this now. I'm cool, I'll cool with her uncles, but one of them got in the bed and tried like that intimidating, who is this nigga in my niece's bed, this, and this. And I just roll over. I'm like, nigga, you about to be sick as shit. That's what I was saying. You about to be sick as a dog playing around with it, man. But people got to test the water. It's the gatekeepers. It's the Tylers. They got to be there. There's nothing wrong with it at times. Because like right now we have somebody. Man, I'm thinking about it now. I have a family member dealing with some stuff, and we told her we could have. Could they tell us now to be nice and be sweet? Don't do all this and don't do that. Okay, we don't do it. Now you're dealing with a whole bunch of drama. This could have been avoided if we were able to test this person.
I mean that, but you don't have to be a butt to people who are new. You just need to tell the person, pull them to the side. Hey, look, I noticed some things. Yes, maybe. What are you looking for? That's why I'm going through that with a friend right now, and I'm watching this fool he's spiraling, and he knows it, and he's trying to get help for it, which is good. Like he's in therapy. I think those are all fantastic things
for a relationship.
But yeah, just personal life, just life in general. And if people don't know, sometimes people don't stop stuff until they're on fire. And they won't call for help, or they won't say, hey, does this seem weird, or ask questions, because we don't build a culture around people where they feel it's safe to ask a question. We like, well, why you didn't know that? You too dumb? You didn't see the signs? It's like, no, I didn't see the signs. Clearly I did.
Some people don't want to see the signs though. Some people don't. Some people do come in this thing like this. Like
some people don't want to see them, and I'm watching that too.
It's songs about that. Bobby Womack has written about that.
Bobby Womack is a bastard. Anyway.
I gotta use this line. May he rest in shit. But no,
his whole story is ridiculous.
He is oh my God, he's one of the most
cold-hearted. One of the most talented but cold-hearted individuals, man.
Is he talented though?
Oh, that's talent, man. I'm sorry, that is talent. Shakespeare talked about a lot of messed up stuff. And I heard he may have done some mess up, but put it on wax or put it on paper. Oh yeah, it's a talent.
It wasn't even just that he put it on paper. He put it in a video, bro.
I know. And
he was bold about it. I will give him that. He was a dumb, bold fool.
Hey, what? Have you watched his own song?
I feel like Ron. I feel like you're holding back a little bit. Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
Once I found out really about Bobby Womack, and I really just started looking into it and hearing his book and stuff like that, I was like, you're the dumbest bastard on the face of the earth. Like you gotta be an idiot, but you are bold as hell. I give you for being bold, but you're an idiot.
Have you watched this unsung?
You slept with this man. No, I didn't even care to, bro.
Dude, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Watch his unsung. If you watch it, you would hear from his mouth the crazy things he used to do. And he died like maybe 6 months after that release, if that.
Dude, he took Sam Cooke's wife to her husband's funeral in his suit. In his car.
Yep.
In his suit. You took this man's suit on in his car.
And what he do after that? What he do after that?
Mess with his daughter.
Yep.
And he went to the hotel and he went to the Chicago after they told him, don't come to Chicago. We're going to beat the brakes off of you.
Sam
went
Cooke's
to Chicago.
Brother.
Yes, went to Chicago and called them and told them what room they were staying in. And they beat the brakes off of you.
Because listen, and you got to watch it unsung. The reason he said he felt like he deserved it. Then Sam Cooke's ex-wife, well, his widow, had a gun.
She was trifling too.
She had a gun though,
shoot the brothers.
and she was gonna shoot. Yeah, she was gonna shoot the brothers. But Bobby Womack said, I took the bullets out. I took the bullets out.
Yeah,
I knew she was gonna do it. Do you know the type of drama that is? That's
trauma, bro.
Imagine if TMZ existed back then. Dog, come on, man,
bro.
You think Real Housewives
and then
Love and Hip Hop,
and then you got shot. Then you got shot by his wife because you were sleeping with his daughter.
Yep, crazy.
And then years later, you make a song about it.
Oh man, and then he got
with a guy who resembles Sam Cooke.
Drug use, drug abuse. Like I'm telling you, him and is a large plus size, larger black woman, light skin. I always forget her name whenever time I bring this up. That may be a good reason. But when she cocaine was a hell of a drug. Let me say that once again. But she said, and she was talented, extreme. Was it Reva? Can't think of it. But she did so much cocaine. The cartilage between her nostrils, it ate through it. So she didn't have it was just nose. That's how much cocaine. Once again, cocaine back then, when that stuff first popped off, right after heroin, it was cocaine. It was just wild times. And being in Hollywood, shout out to Brother Calvin again. He talks about he saw when it began, seeing where it began and where it ends is crazy. But oh my goodness. But yeah, who would be the Bobby Womack of these days?
Bro, if you are
Bobby Womack could be accepted these days. But people accept.
I don't even think.
People accept trash people these days.
Bro, not wearing the dead man suit.
Let me make a song about someone cheating with my wife, and that'll be the last song they'll make. Hey, man, Bobby was out here doing it though. It's the same situation. He should be out of here. Well, he lived all this time trying people.
But I mean, you also got to remember the culture turned on him too. Nobody was playing his music. Mm-hmm. Nobody's playing his songs. They turned on him for a long time.
Sam Cooke, man. When I learned about the history of Sam Cooke, I'm like, Sam Cooke was a really good dude. I still don't believe how he died is what they try to say it is, but it's Sam Cooke was I wouldn't say Jay-Z. I would say a mix of Jay-Z with Jay-Z say he's trying to do. I don't he was something once again, he was trying to really support black people. And who he was friends with Martin Luther King, he was friends with Malcolm X, he was friends with Muhammad Ali, he was friends with Jim Brown, he was trying to buy American Bandstand, he was trying to get black people to own all their records, and it was and you go knock down his wife. Come on. And he was your friend. And come on.
And he helped you.
And
he helped you.
Cold world out
here.
But
at the same time, Sam Cooke his hands weren't completely clean. He was known to cheat on his wife.
Was he?
Yes.
I gotta look.
He wasn't faithful. He was a philanderer. Yeah. He was out there too.
See, I gotta do some research. I gotta stop that, Shan.
So I gotta Sam wasn't his hands weren't completely clean. But at the same time,
I gotta look it up. I want to have faith in my people. You know, and when I say people, I do mean men as well.
I mean,
Oh, Jay, man, I'll say Jay-Z, man, because it's Jay-Z. He's I don't think I say trying to be like Jay-Z because what he's trying to do, what he say he's doing, is because that whole situation with Prince. I'm a big Prince fan. Prince sold his records, everything, ownership, the title, gave it all the title, gave it to Jay-Z, trusted Jay-Z to hold it. So won't let these people misuse his name and misuse his art. And when I found out Prince was on Spotify and they had a whole, Spotify knew it. They turned everything from green to purple. Because when Prince came out on Spotify, because they sold his right, they gave his rights up, they made it public.
That's the thing, is Tidal making money. They may have had to
Tidal,
like,
he sold Tidal
thing. Yeah, but it's just the most valuable thing we got right now.
Either way, if you say,
like, I got Tidal for free, and that's the only reason I listen to it.
He sold it back to the white boys. Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
I mean, when have we not seen that happen? We've seen that before.
Of course.
That's how a lot of our artists and people that we entrust because of their name or whatever they did in their career, we trust them to protect the culture, and oftentimes they don't.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like you say it. If I say I'm handing, yes, congratulations again, Leo, on your 50. But if I hand everything culture to you, Leah, and Shan, and like y'all keep it going, and the virus, and y'all just like nah, we just go whitewash it, just let it go. It's gonna be hard, man. It's like I don't be like, but you said just go do this.
But no excuse. This is not an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to judge someone by the choices they make when you don't know what options they had. Granted, Jay-Z has like money. He is money. But there may have been an offer on the table that would set him up successfully later on. Because that's a lot. That's a lot of responsibility to have to weigh. That's a lot of responsibility to have to weigh. I can't imagine that he would have frivolously just given up the rights to Prince's music without being able to have something in return.
Yeah, and Mike said Tidal made money. He sold and gave the artist a cut in the profits. And I was always looking at the details for it because that's what I hope and expect from it. But going back with Leah, what you're saying, that's the point. It goes back to the integrity of it all. And like what Prince did, a lot of artists lost a bunch of money to hold on to the integrity. And I think he was hoping and expected. And really TT putting Prince lyrics all through the chat. But I think he hoped and expected from Jay-Z to take care of it, and not to sell it off, not to do what happened. When they give you an offer, still say no, make sure this is a benefit for us. Because we don't want situations like what what's old boy name Justin Timberlake did at the Super Bowl and was there you go. And that's when we have situations like that. So everybody that knows and like is a fan of Prince knew Prince was rolling around in his grave heavily when it happened. Or did he got cremated, was just over here just tingling everywhere. That's all I'm saying. Like, it may be the energy. His energy was tingling,
Tingling. Okay.
Well, what else? You can't roll over if you go, it's like, so you got to vibrate. But hey, that we go end it on that, y'all. What else can I say?
The dust was blowing in the wind. Oh no.
Yeah.
Is he in the earth?
Oh no.
Prince is the state got a cut. Okay, I might take time.
But it's not even about the money. I think it's not.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the optics though, because it looks like whenever we try to get ahead, whenever we try to get a little bit of something, there's a huge cut that's taken out of, like, the wind is essentially taken out of our sails, and we have to try to create the wind on its own. So it's just wild that every time we seem to get our footing, we get whatever we have, our shoes, our jacket, whatever we have taken from us. And then our people are looking at us like, man, you was doing so good. What happened? It's like you wasn't in the room.
Yeah,
you wasn't in the room. You don't know.
See,
you don't know why I made the choice I made because you don't know what options were on the table.
Really, TT said it. It's the principality. Well, she said it's the principle, but it's the principality. And I don't know. Like, once again, I don't think what that action of selling some music that Prince asked to keep in the community and let it out the community. That's all I'm getting at. But there's a conversation for another day, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say thank y'all for joining us again. It's good times here with Everything Culture. See y'all next Sunday. Well, next Sunday we'll not be here. Happy Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Yeah, happy Father's Day. Once again, we got one of the only Mike and Vince. Yeah, if y'all both here, happy Father's Day to both of you brothers. Happy Father's Day to the guests that we have for next week. Brother Calvin Johnson Sr., Manny Rivera, and Brandon Ortiz. Thank y'all so much for joining us for that recording that we had earlier today. Very refreshing. Shout out to all my partners, so G Jack, to Adrian, Mel, Leon, Mike, to man, I can go on and on, but hey, I'm gonna do something special. Like, we appreciate all the dads out there, Peabody, Baylor, of course, out there doing the daddy's thing, man. Y'all appreciate it. Y'all make sure you treat yourselves. Father's Day is a historic day. I know it doesn't feel like it. But it is. But y'all just make it, and happy Juneteenth.
Shout out to all the zaddies.
With a Z? With a Z on that? Oh, okay.
See, that's what we love. And I'm telling you, Juneteenth, Saturday, hey, y'all cook something. Y'all remember, hey, this is our Freedom Day. Don't let anybody tell you different. Be happy. It's a jubilee. That's all I got to say. So, hey, y'all want to give y'all little shout outs before we roll on out of here?
Shout out to all the people that's out here just really putting out good content. All of the people that's pushing other people's shows. I appreciate it. And people just really going hard for what they want. Just appreciate it.
Yes, it is. Thought you were about to say something else, but I digress.
You never know what Shan.
I know, man.
Shan the wild card.
Shout out to KK. It's her birthday on Friday, so shout out to KK. Shout out to all the people in the comments. Mike, really, TT. I think my dad was in there at one point. Shout out to Drake. Thank you so much for hosting. Shout out to Ron. It's always a good conversation when you come through. Shout out to Shan, who's like on 8,756 of her episodes.
For real.
And shout out to all the people who support us being able to just create our content, who give us confidence, who give us, a little boost of support. I appreciate it. I appreciate it always, regardless of whatever platform I'm on. I appreciate being able to link up with people who want to pursue stimulating conversations and not just, circle the drain about things that don't matter. So I appreciate that. Shout out to y'all. And happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Yeah, shout out to y'all, man, for providing the space for me to come to on Sundays. Because Lord knows, I need to get out of this place where I was at earlier. Shade to them, but shit, it's true.
Hey,
but no, man, shout out to y'all for like being consistent and providing a space that people can come and learn and share and chop up different ideas and grow. So definitely.
Before we go, shout out to Really TT, man. Check out a YouTube channel out. Follow her on Instagram. Once again, she's the best moderator that I know of. Like, I be checking other people's rooms and all that, but she is consistent. And she has her little village. I apologize. She has her village of great people they put together, and they support one another. I need to step up in that as well. But I'm happy to have y'all in my circle. Happy to have y'all supporting me as well, and hopefully I can continue to do the same for y'all because it means a lot. So thank y'all so much. Enjoy y'all week. See y'all back soon. And wish me luck on this website as well. And I'll catch y'all later.